Hey guys, let's get more news from Dallas Cowboys, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Zack Martin, Tyron Smith, Jonathan Hankins miss Wednesday's practice. Cowboys right guard Zack Martin played only 10 snaps Sunday before taking a helmet directly on his quadriceps. He did not return after the bruised thigh tightened up. Martin said post-game he expected to return in Week 16, but the All-Pro is not back to practice yet. He sat out Wednesday's on-field work. The Cowboys also had defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins, knee/ankle, safety Malik Hooker, ankle, and left tackle Tyron Smith, back, out of practice Wednesday with injuries. Two other players, receiver Brandon Cooks and cornerback Stephon Gilmore, had load management rest days. Running back Rico Dowdle, ankle, was limited. Running back Tony Pollard, thumb, was a full participant. The Cowboys missed Hankins in the middle of their defensive line Sunday against the Bills, who rushed for 266 yards. But Hankins has a high ankle sprain and is unlikely to return this week. Doing better, but he'd be hard-pressed to got his week. He's a little better, Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy said. But early indications are, at least from Martin himself, that his injury is not serious and that he should be good to go for next Sunday's inter-conference clash with Miami. The six-time first-team All-Pro lineman took what appeared to be a hard, direct shot to the left knee as he collided with Buffalo defensive end Greg Rousseau in a collapsing pocket around Dallas quarterback Dak Prescott. After staying down on the turf for a few minutes, Martin was able to walk off the field with assistance. He spent some time in the sideline medical tent and was eventually declared out with a quadriceps injury. In the hours after the game, Martin told media members that he also believed at first the injury had been to his knee. "I got hit deep in the quad," he explained per Patrick Walker of DallasCowboys.com. "We went to the tent, it stiffened up and wasn't firing for me. A fluke thing. Hoping to treat it and get it ready to go on Sunday. I feel good about that." Head coach Mike McCarthy said he is less concerned now after having spoken to Martin in the locker room. "He told me he's going to be okay," the coach said. Martin is expected to get further testing done on Monday once the team is back in Dallas and will likely go easy this week in practice. But Martin's optimism about being back in the lineup next Sunday is welcome news for Cowboys fans, who watched Prescott come under fire for most of the game against a fierce Buffalo pass rush. Cowboys breaking, Suh signing to play against Dallas? The Dallas Cowboys' issues at defensive tackle look even larger today than they did a week ago, having been pushed around by the Buffalo Bills on Sunday in a 31-10 blowout. Dallas had a plan. And sources told us a week ago that it did not include the pursuit of an off-the-couch signing of Ndamukong Suh. Fast forward to this week. With Dallas defensive lineman Jonathan Hankins' high ankle sprain still likely out, Suh is back in the news in a way that attaches him to the boys. No, not because he's visiting the Star. Rather, he's visiting Miami, with a chance to re-sign with the Dolphins, who just happened to play host to the Cowboys this Christmas weekend. Are the 10-4 Cowboys satisfied with rookie Mazi Smith having moved up the depth chart and with vet Carl Davis coming up from the practice squad, both of whom played against a Buffalo team that ran roughshod over Dallas? So the Cowboys say. Suh, 36, remains a compelling name as the former second overall pick in the 2010 NFL Draft was one of the most destructive players of his generation. Last year, he signed on late and played in Super Bowl 57 with the Eagles. Is that his plan again? Rest up his 6'4", 313-pound body all year and then unleash it for a contender like the 10-4 Dolphins, one of his many former employers? Ndamukong Suh, /Ndmkn, Suh/Ndamukong Soo, born January 6, 1987, is an American football defensive tackle who is a free agent. He played college football at Nebraska, where he earned All-American honors, and was selected by the Detroit Lions second overall in the 2010 NFL Draft. He also played for the Miami Dolphins, Los Angeles Rams, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Philadelphia Eagles. He has played in 3 Super Bowls, Super Bowl 53 with the Rams, Super Bowl 55 with the Buccaneers, and Super Bowl 57 with the Eagles. As a college senior, Sue became one of the most decorated players in college football history. He won numerous awards including the Associated Press College Football Player of the Year Award, Bronco Nagurski Trophy, Chuck Bednarik Award, Lombardi Award, and Outland Trophy, and was recognized as a unanimous All-American. During his time with the Lions, Sue was selected to 4 All-Pro and Pro Bowl teams and was awarded Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2010. In 2015, Sue became the highest-paid defensive player in NFL history, having signed a 6-year contract with the Miami Dolphins, worth in excess of $114 million, with nearly $60 million fully guaranteed. He was released after just 3 seasons. Wild rumor, ex-Patriots QB claims Cowboys hiring Belichick. While it is not a done deal, the final 3 games of the regular season could be the last ones for Bill Belichick as New England Patriots coach. However, even with Belichick seemingly on the brink of getting fired or a mutual parting of ways, many are already starting to name potential teams for his next landing spot. The latest wild rumor comes from former Patriots quarterback-turned-radio host Scott Zolak, who suggests that Belichick could go from one of the NFL's most winningest franchises to another in the Dallas Cowboys. To me, it's starting to shape up Dallas. You see the Dallas swoon starting to begin, the former Patriot said on 98.5, the Sports Hub Zolak and Bertrand. They got there, bleep, kicked by Buffalo 2 days ago. Buffalo did what they wanted with them. You line it up, and you look at them, they got a big offensive line, a good running back, and a marquee quarterback. You got good receivers. You got good cover guys. You got Lawrence Taylor Jr. in number 11, Micah Parsons. You got a big defensive line and good safeties. Zolak went as far as to say that it'd be a turnkey operation for Belichick as the Cowboys already boasted a talented roster and have for many years. However, for some reason, they haven't been able to get over the proverbial hump since their last Super Bowl, back in 1995. Yet, even though the Cowboys haven't as much as sniffed an NFC Championship game since 1995, is Belichick to Dallas an actual possibility? Judging by a recent comment from Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, there doesn't look to be any hint of unsatisfaction with the work of current coach Mike McCarthy, who just clinched his 3rd appearance in the playoffs in 4 seasons in Dallas. He's coached 3 playoff teams in a row, Jones said of McCarthy. He's done an outstanding job. This makes that outstanding job by McCarthy a major roadblock for Zolak's prediction of Belichick leaving Foxborough for Dallas. Yet, things could change if the Cowboys suffer another disappointing early postseason exit. However, in the meantime, it seems safe to assume that Belichick will likely end up elsewhere if he decides to coach after his time with the Patriots ends. And you fan, what do you think of the Bill Belichick situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.